Okay, so this is my homemade plumb bob 101. So I just found a random bolt. This is a random machined brass, whatever. It was in my cool shit I found in the scrap bin at work. You can use the same thing. All you need is to make sure you have heavy weight on the bottom. So fat stack of washers. My recommendation is, you know, super glue them together. The stuff works really well. It's kind of cheap. Um, Super glue a stack of washers, whatever. I got the bolt here. The biggest thing you need to do, and this is where the steady hand comes in, is you need to slice down this bolt. Now this is a 1032 bolt, and you need to slice down to approximately, if the stupid focus will work, down the middle of it, just like this, so you have a nice groove down here. And it's okay if it's not perfectly square. And again, this is just using a normal 16th Nerf cut-off wheel, or the thin cut-off wheels. It's Harbor Freight special because the shit's cheap. And then once you do it, you have this. I'll pause it, and then I'll step it up. But all you're gonna need is, you don't need a lock nut. This is just what I had on hand, and this countersunk or dimpled washer right here. It's just, again, what I had on hand. You can use flat washers. You can just use a regular nut. You could use 2 nuts with it. You could use 1/4-inch bolts if a 1/4 inch is easier to find. All you're trying to do is make sure you slot the bolt right here and get it past the center, so when you put your string on, which I'll show you here in a second, it'll sit in the dead center, and it'll give you fairly accurate on a plumb bob. And again, this is just because I forgot to buy one at the store. I don't have one, and it, for honest to God, it's like 10 to 15 bucks for one, and I made this with just free spare stuff, minus the roll of string. So hang on, and I will pause this. Okay, so the thing to keep in mind is when you put the string down, make sure you do nut first, then the washer, then drop the string down through, slide your washer down, and then run your nut down. Now again, I love super glue, so I super glued a couple drops of super glue on the threads, ran the nut down, glued the washer, tied it up in a knot, super glued the crap out of that too. And then once you get done with that, let's see if I can get this thing to focus. There we go. Now you have a nice plumb bob. And again, it's going to be a matter of, it'll stay 90 degrees to whatever you're working on. And it was free. And you can't beat free. You really can't. So I'm going to try to start offering more simple, how to put things together, how to craft things on your own. And just see, you know, what the feedback is. If there's any, questions, comments, concerns, feel free to drop them in down the comments below. And enjoy.